Hi everyone. If you're coaching with me, you need to know how to track your data with the Hevy app. So we're going to have a quick presentation on how to do this. So your weight, always a good starting point, but it doesn't give us a full picture. So track regularly, use the app and keep a score, if you like, of your weight. You can see the graph picture on the right hand side of the slide. You know, these are quite cool and they act as a decent motivational tool. Just a quick note that when you're logging your weight, you really want you to do is do it at the same time of each week or day, if that's your thing, under consistent conditions. So, in the morning ideally and after you use a toilet. What are the benefits? Well, why do we bother? Well, tracking your weight does help you see trends over time and allows us to make adjustments to calories, macros, and our diets based on real data. So again, weight, while it doesn't give us a full picture, does give us an overriding sort of assessment of the trend we're on. Body composition. So we're talking about progress shots here. Now, progress shots can be triggering for some, but contrary to popular belief, like I say to everyone, they do not need to go on the internet. They don't need to be sent to the person you fancy in the office either. If you're not comfortable with me seeing them, then quite simply just keep them on your phone. But we do ideally need them to paint an objective picture of your body composition changes, because again, weight doesn't always tell us the full picture. So how do you do it? Well, take full body photos in good lighting from multiple angles, front, side, back. Do this at regular intervals, probably monthly is fine for people. I would try and go bi-weekly because, again, especially with female clients, make sure you're taking into account your menstrual cycle when you're taking these, because it does cause bloating and other bits and pieces. So I'd probably do maybe a couple over a couple of days monthly. Benefits, well, visual evidence of your physical changes, and they can be incredibly motivating, and they're probably more illustrative of progress than just numbers and things like weight alone. How do you do it? Well, in the app, you'll see there on the right hand side, it's a little picture, it just says add photo. Just click that, upload a photo from your phone, and there you go. You can also compare and contrast them, so you can put two photos together to see the difference, which is really helpful sometimes. Specific measurements. Well, are your guns really growing? So you can use a tape measure to take specific measurements. As you can see in the app, there's a little section with measurements there. If you click on that, you'll be able to add measurements for specific body parts. It will give you a list of specific body parts. Now, that is a paid feature in the app, so it's up to you whether you choose to do that. You can just keep a note of these for yourself, in your notes on your phone or something. Measurements provide, a quantitative data, whether you're losing fat or gaining muscle. My only thing I would say is be wary that your results may vary, because the accuracy of you taking your own measurements can sometimes vary as well. So, it's not the most accurate way of measuring, but it does give us a full picture, along with weight and progress shots of trends in what we're trying to do. So if we're trying to gain weight or lose weight, and gain muscle, should I say, and lose body fat, then a lot of the time measurements with a weight measure and a progress pic will tell us what sort of a trajectory we're on. Performance data, so tracking your training. This is really simple, and it's kind of what Hevy's designed to do mainly. So log every workout using the Hevy app. Include your exercises, your weights, sets, reps. Try and be as full as you can when you're logging your training. I know it can be difficult if you're going to a class, for example, but do try and measure everything as specifically as you can. You can also measure things like distances. So if you're into your running, you might want to measure your 5K time, or if you do something like powerlifting, for example, you might want to measure like 1 rep max on various different weights. You can see from the picture there, that's my pull-up data over a couple of months. So, going from sort of not doing many pull-ups in my training to doing, 26 or whatever it is per month or per week, whatever. It does help you keep a detailed log of, improvements over time, because, as we know, progressive overload is key to getting stronger, improving muscle mass, etc., etc. So we do need to keep improving on the work that we're doing. So tracking your performance data is incredibly important for progression. So make sure you do that. And again, you can always go into the app and you can have a little look at how you're progressing on specific exercises and training as a whole as well, which is really key for seeing how far you've come. And it's really good for me to see areas that we might need to improve on, or areas we might be lagging on. So just to finish, consistency is key. So, you know, stick to regular monitoring and strategic adjustments. Now, you know, obviously it comes down to the fact that if you just take one measurement every so often at random times, random points, we're not really getting a full screenshot, if you like, of the progress we're making, or the trajectory we're on. You might pick a specific good day or a specific bad day, and it won't really tell us about the trends. And again, because we're all about processes over outcomes, we really need to understand, are these processes pushing us on an upward trajectory towards our goal. So consistency is key. Regular logging, obviously, gives you the most accurate picture of your progress. Review and adjust, well, that's obviously our job. It's not a one-way street. You know, it's about us getting together and say, look at the data, look at the patterns we're seeing, look at the trajectories, and saying, you know, are we moving towards our goal, or are we not moving towards it? And then we can make the necessary adjustments. And what I would say as well, we set reminders so that you're consistently logging. This is something most of you struggle with. So what I would say is use a calendar reminder to maintain consistency in tracking. That really helps me as your coach as well, because like I say, the more data I've got, the more we can see trends, the more we can see trajectories, the better adjustments we can make to your training moving forward. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope that was pretty brief. Get on the Hevy app, start monitoring your progression.